Hello there, all you wonderful, beautiful ladies and gentlemen of the internet. It is I, your boy here, Hazuki Warrior 921, bringing you episode 4 of my Where to Start series, and a certain famous video game Red Plumber riding his green dinosaur there on my shirt from a very, very fun game. Probably my favorite Mario game, to be honest with you. And there's one game I forgot to grab, which I'll go get that in just a moment, or a few games I forgot to grab. But today we're doing a series on the Super Mario series. So why am I doing Mario for episode 4? Well, I figured I did Zelda for the last one, and I have a big surprise for episode 5, and I'll save it to the end. I want to do something very special. A very special series to me for episode 5 of this series. A certain guy that had a certain big event recently. We'll get to that in a minute. But today we're going to talk about Super Mario Brothers, and I'm going to tell you right off the bat that honestly, for Mario, it's very similar to the Legend of Zelda series. That for the video game franchise, doesn't strongly matter where you start for Mario. Not really. You can start with any Mario game, and you'll have a blast. Like for example, my very first Super Mario game that I've ever played was actually Mario 64 here. But the first one I ever owned was Super Mario Sunshine. This is the one I really got into. Is this a perfect choice for your first Mario game? No, maybe not, but it's not a bad one. I don't think it is. So with that's what I mean. For example, like you can pick a Mario game and have a great time. The Super Mario Brothers, the Super Mario franchise and series does really have like a deep story. You can play any one. It can be a spin-off game. It could be a main series game like Luigi's Mansion, Wario World. The Wario Sheikah series, Wario Land series, like all the Wario games. You can play those and have a great time. Smash Brothers, if you want to count that, is a great way to start with Mario and everything. Mario is just such a universal character. He can fit with any setting, almost like a certain Blue Hedgehog Sonic. But I feel like Sonic fits really well in like a story narrative. While Mario, fits more like he's more like a Mickey Mouse type. But not Mickey Mouse, I would say, has more personality than Mario does. But Mario still has somewhat of personality. He fits really well with with what he's in, really. And I'm really looking forward to that movie. I'm hoping that they do more with the characters. But with Mario and Luigi, I would say has more personality for sure. He would fit really well in like a story setting for sure. Luigi would, but which Luigi's Mansion actually has a really fun story because of his personality. I think it really adds to that game's stories, all three of them. But I digress. Today, we're going to talk about where to start for Super Mario. So, I have, like my other 3 episodes, I have three big choices to start with. And they're right here. These are my 3 big choices. I'm going to tell you what they are right off the bat. The original first Super Mario Brothers, right here, in this nice custom VHS type case. Super Mario World, which I love this game. This is not a bad first Mario game to start with for sure. And my personal first one I ever played, Super Mario 64. I think these are 3 perfect games to start with. If you've never ever played a Mario game before in your entire life, these 3 are perfectly fine to start with. But I feel that Super Mario Bros. 3 here is also a fantastic first game choice, and so is the beloved original Super Mario All-Stars here. So, which has Mario 1 on it, and this game too. Nothing wrong with Mario 2, the USA. This game is great too. Nothing wrong with starting with this one, like I said. There's nothing inherently wrong with starting any Mario game. You're going to be fine. You're going to have a blast. They're all fun and unique and great and well built, so you're going to be good to go. But if you want, it's not really about the story. It's more so about like a general idea of where this gameplay kind of started. So that's why I kind of picked Mario 64 as like a good first one, because this is the first 3D Super Mario. So it's like if you want a good idea of like where the gameplay kind of evolved, or where it birthed from, it was this one. And it's such a fun game. I think this game still holds up pretty decently, pretty well. It's not perfect, no. It can be frustrating at times, but it does. For what it is, it's a beautiful game. I really want a remake. I think we all do. Nintendo, come on now. Much like the Sonic Adventure games, Sega, come on now. But seriously though, I would love a remake of this game someday. I really would. And Mario Sunshine as well. Why the heck not? They make both of them together. But yeah, I forgot some games, so I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. Sorry about the random jump cut there, but I got everything I need for this episode. So this episode, as you can probably tell already, won't really be a long one, I think. It's just going to be a quick 20-minute to 30-minute one, which doesn't sound quick, I know, at the most probably. But like, there isn't much to say about the narrative to these games. It's basically just about Super Mario and his brother Luigi and their friends, and they go out and they rescue Princess Peach, or they save some kind of character that needs help from Bowser or another entity. Some of the games have very different kinds of stories and plots going on that are a little deeper than that. One game, for example, which is a really great one to start with probably, is Paper Mario, an RPG game. That's right, or Super Mario RPG, which I don't own that physically, but that is a good one. These games go a little deeper, right? They have more going on. Bowser's not really the main antagonist. There's another one happening. And this one I think is Bowser, but it still has a bit of a deeper story. It's still about Mario rescuing Peach in this one. But there's a lot more going on in the world around Mario with the characters. You actually can interact with his enemies, and then not his enemies, like Koopas and Goombas, there's actually good ones. There's not just bad ones. So it makes you think, oh, I guess they're just characters that Koopa or Bowser, Bowser, or Koopa, whatever, King Koopa, he basically recruits them into his army, and it's not really their fault. Not a bad one to start with. Another great game, though, but maybe you should wait to play this one, is Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. I know people really love to talk about this game. I see this game everywhere when it comes to Super Mario and people's favorite games. This is like their absolute favorite one. I played a bit of this one. It is pretty freaking good so far. I'm still in the very beginning. I'm at the part when you finally meet off with the giant dragon. It's like at 10% in the game. You're with that Koopa character. I forgot his name. Koops. His name was Koops, I think. And you go against I forgot his name, but it's just not a bad game to start with. But you have to remember, it's a sequel game to Paper Mario. So it kind of is and it kind of isn't. You could go into this without knowing much about this game. You might be a little lost at times because I'm pretty sure they reference this game at times. It's like, okay, but you basically get the gist of it. It's mostly focused like what's going on around the story. It's not really like, okay, it's a sequel, you need to know the first one. It's not really like that. It's more so it's a sequel, but it's not really treated that way. And the same thing can be said about Mario 64 and Mario Sunshine. And, of course, did I forget to grab it? Oh. One more game. Hold on. And of course, how could we forget about the famous, beloved, where are you, my friend? There you are. This big game right here that people love to talk about. Super Mario Galaxy, right? I forgot that one. These three games, we know. They're in this pack right here. But, yeah, are perfectly first choice Mario games to start with. But they all connect, right? It was like, where's Mario 64 2? It's right here. It's right here, guys. Where's Super Mario Sunshine 2? It's right here. Where's Super Mario 64 3? It's right here. Do you get my point? Like, it's a trilogy. It's a connective narrative. And then Mario Galaxy 2 is basically Mario 64 4. And then Super Mario Odyssey, my favorite Mario game of all time, is basically Mario 64 5. It kind of is like that, but not really. I know some people out there would be like, oh, that's preposterous. Or it's not quite like that. And they're right in some ways, I understand. They are. That's like saying, oh, Sonic Heroes is Sonic Adventure 3, or Sonic World Adventure, Sonic Adventure 3, or Sonic 06 is Sonic Adventure 3. You could say that, yeah, but, to me that's not true, because that's a different kind of, like, I don't know, because Sega's really, they were saying we might make it one day. It's, I don't really want to compare Sonic and Mario. Not really. It's not really fair to do that because both series are very different. I know they have similarities on the surface, but when you actually play the games, they don't feel quite the same. They do feel quite different, and they're both a lot of fun to play in different ways, in very similar ways at times, but at the end of the day, they're very similar, very different. I don't know. But I get it. Like, yes, if you want a Super Mario 64 2, I understand, but at least give us a remake. And yes, a remake of this game, and I think Sunshine should have one. I really do think so. It's sad because it feels like nowadays Nintendo has gotten really lazy. Like, look what they're doing for Zelda's 30th or 35th anniversary. They're not doing much for the Switch for Zelda. It's really sad. It's like, what's going on? Where's all the 3D games? Like, what? What is up with this being a limited release? Come on, guys. I'm still not over that. But yeah, speaking of this, if you want to get your hands on this, good luck to that. I'm not sure how much it is now, actually. Hopefully it's not much. I'm going to find out right now. Let's do a quick eBay search for guys right in the middle of the episode. Let's see. First thing that pops up. Oof. Okay. Well, prices are fluctuating right now. It's kind of crazy. These are buy it now options, I think, right? Yeah, do you see that on my phone? So, yeah, one's 275, the next one's 70, 40, and it's 600, and it goes back down to 54. So it's still like a decent price range, more or less. So you can still get this game now if you own a Switch. I say grab if you haven't got it yet, because it seems like it's pretty simple to still. Yeah, it's mostly a decent price still. At the most, it's like, well, don't get the one that's 275 or 600. Those are ripoffs. At the moment, the game is still at a decent price for 60, 40, 60, 40-ish. Yeah, 60, $48 range. That's mostly what I'm seeing here. I mentioned this before I filmed. I'm sorry, I forgot to. But yeah, Super Mario 3 All-Stars is still pretty pick-upable, today on eBay. And it's probably at your local retail store. I would walk into a Target or a Best Buy to check if they still have these. I can guarantee you some of them still probably do. I would call ahead of time, obviously, first. But the problem with this, it's not just a limited release, is that it's a really lazy port of these 3 games. It's a really lazy port. It really, really is. Guys, come on, Nintendo, they should have done a lot more. We should have gotten 3D remakes of these 3 games. Because they did it before with this game, and we should have had Mario Galaxy 2. And, not only that, Super Mario All-Stars, there's a version of it, which I own right here, that comes with Super Mario World. That's 5 games in one cartridge, guys. So back when this game first came out, and I got this for my birthday last year and everything, I made a video about it, I said this back then. This should have by default come with Super Mario Galaxy 2, and there should have been a version of it that was packed in with Super Mario Odyssey as like a second cartridge. You would open it up, there would be a card slot here and a second one there. My Switch games are in a case right now, but that's what Nintendo should have done, but they didn't do that. And what we have, it's good, but it feels like it just isn't enough. They really could have done more. They had the money and the time to. They just did it. And I know people say, oh, it's probably because of COVID and everything, but no. Honestly, Nintendo today is being very lazy. That's honestly not the issue anymore. I mean, like, they've gotten worse because of how popular the Switch is getting. You guys don't understand. Like, it's like, oh, it's selling well, we can just slap shit on and have a good thing. No, like, it's just so sad. Because they're not releasing their 64 games and their GameCube games, and they can, but they're not. And it's kind of like, come on, guys, on Switch Online. But yeah. So I have a few more games I want to talk about, right? So some of the great first choices. I'm sorry. Let's try to keep this video positive, guys. I'm not trying to be negative. I know, but when I think of Nintendo Mario, it's just kind of like I can't help but like think about that stuff. And I don't want to keep it negative though. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to riff on Nintendo too much, but you can't deny that what they're doing now is not as big and bold as like what they used to do. It may appear to be big and bold, but that's only because they're making a lot of money. It isn't real. You can just tell. It's like, oh man, but at least Breath of the Wild 2 looks amazing, right? So, to that, it really does. I'm looking forward to that game. I still have to beat the first one. Another decent first Mario game, but it's not really like your traditional. Actually, I don't think this should be a first choice. I don't know why I picked this one, but this is really a fun one. It's a big one for sure, right? But this is not a really good first one, gameplay wise. This is one that you should check out after you play a few of the 2D platformers in the series. And if you like Minecraft or creative games, pick this one up. But I think you should play Mario game before you play this one. That would be Super Mario Maker. It's a fantastic game. This is his 30th anniversary Mario game. This is the 30th anniversary one. I remember back in 2015 when this came out, and I loved the hell out of it. I picked it up. A buddy of mine at the time who was my roommate. We loved this game. We went on and on playing it and building worlds and everything. And we thought this game would be like a Wii U, household name seller game. Everybody did. They thought this game would help the Wii U blow up. And unfortunately, no, it didn't. But it really should have. It's a great game, but unfortunately, its online servers are going down probably sometime soon. I'm not sure if the Wii U is even still online. I don't think it is. Maybe. No, I think it is, actually. I use it occasionally, so I think it still is. But, yeah, man, it's just... Pick this one up when you get a chance to, but don't let it be your first one. So another one that may not should be your first one, but it's a game that I really, really love, is, let's see. Well, I already talked about it, Super Mario Sunshine, right? This is my first Mario game I ever owned. And same thing with Mario Odyssey. These 2 games right here. This is my favorite Mario game of all time, and of all these games, besides Luigi's Mansion over here, which I'll get to in a minute, this is the one that I ever finished by myself, so far. This is the only one that I got to the end to beat, and I'm gonna get through Paper Mario. Don't worry, I'm gonna play through that one. But this is the only one I actually finished. So I feel kind of bad about that. I really do. But this game is fantastic. It is so much fun. I love it to death. I'm actually replaying it again because of how good it is. But it is like the game to pick up for your Switch. You pick it up, you boot it up, you play it. You just have a great time with it. I think this is kind of a perfect first one. But for story-wise ish, I know that I told you the narrative doesn't most matter, but like. This game really kind of shows you that Bowser, Mario, and Peach had quite a history together, right? It doesn't really tell you, not to the end of the game you really see it, for sure, but like, if you know Mario, you know for sure that should be something that you just know. So if you're a parent and you want to get your kid a first Mario game, this is not a bad one. If you guys have a Switch, this one and this one right here. Are both fine. I think you should get these two together for Switch because this is a generic 2D Mario game. It's nice, it's fun, but it's not as good as the OGs of Mario World in my opinion. But this game is a game. It has soul in it. It has dedication. It has passion. You have to remember, folks. This right here was my first Mario game. Okay, and when I was a child, we didn't have games like this. We didn't have games that were just like slapped on and they're just okay to play and kind of fun to get through. We had games that had depth, that had a lot to do in it, you had to play it to get good at it and to have fun with it. This game is designed that way, okay? This is the kind of game you should get for your kid, not a game like that one for your first game. All right, I'd say get them both. Honestly, you should get them both. I mean, because you have your 3D Mario, you have a 2D Mario. I know this one's a generic one, but it's still a good one. It's still fun, but it's not a game that was really made seriously. It wasn't made to really blow you out of the water, have you go wow, wow, what a good game. This game was though, and so is Mario Sunshine, and so is Mario 64, and so is Mario Galaxy. So yeah, there you go. So this one is another decent one to start with. It just got re-released on the Switch. Super Mario 3D World. It's not a bad first Mario game either. This is a perfectly first fine one. It has multiplayer. So get this one actually. Get this one for your child's first 3D Mario game or first Mario game ever, and this one too. Mario Odyssey and Mario 3D World here. They're both fantastic first ones. I think these are for the Switch. For the Switch now, I think they're both fantastic first ones. If you're a parent watching this and you don't. Well, hopefully you play Mario as a child because you be my age or older. I'm 26. I have a 2-year-old. I want her to play this game someday for sure. I'm trying to get her to Sonic at the moment for a very special reason. He just turned 30, so I digress. But got Mario Sunshine here, great game. Moving on. Okay, so another fantastic one that I love this game to death. Super Mario World. It's fun. It's great. I think this is a very, 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 very decent one to start with. It is. It's the first Mario game ever that I can think of, I think, to have a save feature in it. I don't know. Could be wrong about that. And that you can switch on the fly to play as either Mario and Luigi, and it has a Yoshi, and it just has a very creative, pretty, beautiful world. I love this game. I love everything about it. I don't know why. I just do. This is my favorite 2D Mario game. Both of these are. In fact, I would recommend maybe this one because it has a little bit more personality. Or heck, get the Super Mario All-Stars version of this game because it has a little bit more to it. This would be a perfect first one too. Which I think both of these are on the Switch Online right now. So yeah, again, perfect one to start with. And that's my phone. Sorry, I'm not playing Sonic or anything. That's my phone. So again, another awkward one that isn't bad to start with, but it's okay to start with. It's Super Mario Bros. 2. Actually, I wouldn't really consider this one I would not consider this one an awkward one. If I could just talk, I'm sorry. I would consider this one a perfectly fine one to start with. But no, because Bowser isn't really in this one, right? He's not the bad guy. It's a different character. So that right there is oh, well, who the heck is this guy? If you play this one first and you play another one later, it's that's weird. Who's that guy? But again, there's something wrong with it. The gameplay is fine. The characters are fine. That's really the only thing that would make it kind of strange. And for the fact that it's called Super Mario Bros. 2 and not 1 or 3. Well, 3, yeah, but 3 is a big deal. I mean, we all know that it is. But this one, if you start with this one, there's nothing wrong with it. If you did start with this one, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, I'm just saying, it's okay to start with this one. But it'd be kind of awkward, but not really. But yeah. Let's see. Okay, another one that may seem like a strange choice, but but it's a really, 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 really good game. And it has the same problem. Not really, though, actually. Bowser is the final boss in this one, but he's not like the main bad guy. And it's not really a Mario game. You probably know where I'm going with this. You probably know exactly what game this is right here. It's for the GameCube, trying to show you it without revealing the title. And it was a launch title for the GameCube. You probably know exactly what game this is. This is a really, really fun game in the Super Mario series, and it's one of my favorite games of all time. Probably. I don't know where I'm going to put this game. This might be my favorite one besides the third one in this series for this series for my Mario game besides Mario Odyssey. Luigi's Mansion. Why the heck should this be your first Mario game? Well, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, Luigi has a very awesome personality. Maybe not. Actually, maybe this shouldn't be your first one. Maybe this should be your second one. But this should definitely be your first Luigi game. It's a shame that like this version is still like locked on the GameCube, but it did get released for the 3DS not that long ago, and 3DSs are still pretty affordable. Last I checked. So if you have one, if you don't have one, grab one and play this game. I still think they should put this game on the Switch and its sequel. Absolutely, Dark Moon. Yeah, come on, and just call it Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon, because here it's called Dark Moon. In Europe, it's called Luigi's Mansion 2. No subtitles. Just call the Switch version Luigi's Mansion 2 Dark Moon. There you go. They would have to remake it a bit because it gets pretty gimmicky with the 3DS overall. But this is not a bad first one, for sure. But it's just, you know, it's not really about Mario though. That's the problem. That's like saying your first Sonic game could be like Tails Sky Patrol or something. You know, it's like it's not really about him. This is a spin-off game, but it's a good one though. So, and it's got personality and charming stories and everything. But yeah, you know what? To be fair though, it's not really about Mario. It's not a very Mario game. It's about ghosts and hunting them and going in like a mansion. You're not going through colorful worlds, jumping on enemies, getting the stars or the flagpoles, saving the princess or defeating Bowser. You're not really doing that, but not really. You're not really doing that in this game. You're doing something else completely differently. So it's kind of a strange first one, maybe, but not 100% a bad one. Because like, yes, it would be strange to start with this one, but once you understand the series and be like, okay, Mario's awesome and I love these games. I don't know, maybe to you'd be either like, I'm kind of happy to start with this one, maybe be like, why did I start with this one? Okay, okay, fine, yeah. Maybe it's a bad choice, but it's a good game, okay? It's a good game. This should be at least your second Mario, or third or second Mario game. It's a good one. I recommend Luigi's Mansion. It's a good one. Okay, I think I talked about pretty much everything I want to, but alright, fine. Okay, alright. We'll get to the granddaddy of firsts. The big one, the huge one. Super Mario Bros. 3, which is already on the Nintendo Switch itself. So you have a Switch, you're in luck. This game is on everything. I think it's on the Wii, Wii U, 3DS, and Switch, and Super Nintendo. The only platforms it's not on is Nintendo 64 and GameCube. That's about it I can think of. And this is a fantastic game. I love this game to death. It's a fun Mario game. This is one of my friend's favorite Mario games of all time. My good buddy Brandon. This is his favorite Mario game. My only issue with this game, I only have one problem with this whole game. No save feature. What the heck, right? That's a big problem. Thankfully, it's all in here, folks. Save feature in the remake, the All-Stars version. That's right, in Mario Bros. 3. So if you're going to play Mario Bros. 3, I recommend this version. Great game. It's a great, fantastic game. It may make you think that there should be more for the rest of the series, but I understand that if this is going to be your first Mario game ever, don't expect anything that big from this game next. The only other one that might come close to like scale and scope of how big this game is and how epic it is, the way this game feels, is Mario Galaxy. This game is a fantastic epic space opera from Mario game, and plus has a really good story too. This game comes really close to like how big Mario 3 is. It may not play the same, no, but it's the same level of like epicness is what I'm trying to say. So for both games. And Mario Odyssey has its great moments of being epic, but it's mostly like it's like a world adventure game, you know. Well, ironically, the same guys that made Sonic Unleashed did make that game, Mario Odyssey, so that's why it feels like that. But yeah, I would recommend playing those games for sure. Yeah. Okay. Moving on to the last part of my video, I'm gonna move on to hardware. So. Every episode I do this, right? Now, my next episode, I might do this still, but it'll be kind of strange. We'll get to what episode 5 is going to be later. You probably already know what it is. So, for hardware, right? This one's going to be kind of strange and weird. Because, really, if you want to get into the Mario series, you kind of have to do what I do. You have to get every single Nintendo ever, which is like, oh my god, what? But I downsized it to 4 systems. I know. Really, it could just be 2 or 3. It's up to you. Really, I would say get a Switch. Get a Switch because most Mario content is still available for the Switch, and you can get Mario 3D All-Stars physically whenever you want to. You know, off eBay or Amazon or for a local retailer. It's not available digitally anymore. But everything else pretty much is, except for that Mario 99 game, or Tetris Mario. I forgot what it's called, but it was really fun. I remember I played it when it first came out. It was good. But pretty much everything else is still there. Mario Odyssey, 3D All-Stars, New Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, actually, yeah, every single mainline Mario game ever is still playable on the Switch, except for Mario Galaxy 2. So you're in luck if you get a Nintendo Switch here. You're in luck. This can be your first platform ever to play a Mario game on, and you'll be fine because it has everything. You just have to get Nintendo Switch Online, which is not that expensive. It's like $20 a year for the family pack, I think. So you're pretty much good there. And yeah, go ahead and play Mario, man. But the other 3 that I chose are the Wii, the 3DS, and the Wii U. So if you have these 4 consoles right here, then you really are in luck because most Mario games got re-released on these 4 devices. Pretty much, they all got pretty much re-released on these 4 devices. And new ones like Mario Galaxy 2, available for the Wii, and you can play everything else before. The only thing you can't play on the Wii, obviously, probably are Game Boy Advance, and DS and 3DS games. Those you can play on here and on here. Yes, you can play Game Boy games on here, but Game Boy Advance games because we're on the Wii U. Officially, and you still can while the shop's still up. Actually, I would pick a Wii U over a Wii to play Mario games. But there's one big thing about these 2 consoles that you're going to have to do if you want to get more out of them. Especially the original Wii. You're going to have to hack it. You're going to have to hack this console to play virtual console games like Mario 1, Mario 2, Mario 3, Mario 64, Super Mario World, Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, I think, are all available. They used to be in the Mario Party games and everything. Mario Golf, Mario Kart, they all used to be available. Mario Kart 64 on the Wii's virtual console, but it's gone. The Wii Shop channel no longer pretty much exists. All the virtual content is gone. You're going to have to get a Wii and hack it. And let me tell you, it's the easiest thing in the world. This is the easiest console of all time that I can think of that you can hack and have a great time with. It's like a 2-step process. I'm not even joking. Maybe 3 steps. It's like super simple and easy to do. There's like, look up a video, look up on YouTube how to hack a Wii. Most of those videos are probably like around or under 20 minutes long, and it's everything that you need to do. I'm not shitting you. Sorry for swearing. I'm not kidding you. I'm not kidding you. It's really easy to do that. Really easy to do that. Like 1, 2, 3 simple. But if I understand that's not for everybody. Not everybody is tech savvy with that. Even if it's super simple, it's still complicated for some people. So, I mean, like having to type in the search bar a YouTube video like mine might be complicated for some people. So really, what you should do is just get a Switch and worry about the future like later. You know, like you have most Mario content on here. Especially if you're buying it for somebody else. If you're not buying this for you. If you're buying this for someone that you care about, like a child or a friend, let them worry about getting more systems and playing past Mario games. But if it's for you, do your absolute best to get into it as much as you want to. But I think this is a perfect first choice because Nintendo's doing their absolute best to make it the perfect first choice to get into Mario, and that's awesome on them. The Wii U, not really, no. It doesn't have... It has all the old games, like Mario 1, 2, 3, World, and 64 and everything, but you can't play GameCube games on here. That is a big... That's really about it, though. You can't play Mario Sunshine or Wario World, which is a fantastic game, Luigi's Mansion. You can't play Wii games and Wii U games, so okay, fine. They're not actually missing too much on here. I think the Mario Party games might be on here too, I don't know. But most of the Mario games are available for Wii U, so actually, yeah, you'd be okay. But if you hacked it, you could play those games. And you can play, like, you know, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games that may not be on here and stuff like that, so awesome for there. 3DS, same exact idea. 3DS doesn't really have much, but it does have the 2D games mostly. If you hack it, once again, you can play Game Boy Advance games on here. Game Boy original games are mostly on the store. And The physical library, you have Super Mario 3D World, or 3D Land, which is good. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is in here right now. And, I'm not sure what else. You know, a game I completely forgot about when the series started was Mario Brothers, the arcade game. I don't want to physically, or Donkey Kong. Those are 5-star with too. Those are really good games to start. I played those, they're pretty good. And I could make a Donkey Kong series on this show, because Donkey Kong is technically a Mario franchise. Mario and Donkey Kong are technically the same exact franchise. They're in the same universe, the same timeline, and everything. And so are the Wario games. I haven't played the Wario games, but Donkey Kong, I'm a big Donkey Kong Country fan. I really love that series. So I will one day make a video about that. I haven't played 2 and 3 yet. I've only played 1 and Returns and Tropical Freeze. I know. So I'm for a big fan. I haven't played 2 and 3. I know that sucks, but yeah, that's kind of it for my Mario video. Again, I'm not trying to confuse or complicate this for you guys who don't know shit about video games. If you don't know anything about video games, Mario is the perfect way to start to get into it. I think the very first original, where is it? Oh man, where the heck did you go, Mario? The very first original Super Mario Brothers plus Donkey Kong here on the bottom is the perfect way to play Super Mario, or to get into video games. To get into video games, this is a fantastic first game to get into video games. My first video game of all time was like the complete opposite of this game. Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. That is another first game that is perfect to like get into the world of gaming. But so is this game right here. And guess what? It's available right here. You just go on Switch. Let's boot it up really quick. Nintendo Switch Online. Right there. You have to subscribe to it, but it is on there. Boot it up. Sorry, I just turned on my sounds. Or the volume was off. Turned up. So I just went to it, and you go to NES and Super NES down there. I don't want to show my account, but it's just my generic name. I don't think it's my Nintendo Switch ID. Yep, NES and Super Nintendo, and they're right there on the right or left of the screen. You go over there. Oh, wow, that's cool. They kind of just did it by year. That's neat. So you go over to one to the right, NES. Scroll down to 1985. Oh, Metroid, nice. 1986, 1980. Come on, man. There it is. Super Mario Brothers. Honestly, that's a perfectly fine first game to start with. Really, whatever is your first video game of all time, you have fun with it. It could be Minecraft, it could be Sonic, it could be Mario, it could be Shenmue, my favorite game of all time. It could be The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion or Skyrim. It could be Grand Theft Auto. It could be whatever game it is. I don't know. I'm just listing off random ass games right now. Halo 3, Halo 1. I don't know, Metal Gear Solid, Zelda. It could be any game. Okay? Any game, and that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine, whatever it is. It might be your favorite game of all time, it might not be. I don't know. But when it comes to Mario, there's really no wrong choice. There really isn't for a first game. Like, absolutely not. There absolutely isn't. I could kind of almost say the same for Sonic, although there's a lot of fans who would debate with me on that probably, but really, you love what you love all you want. It could be something like Sonic 06, it could be something like Mario Teaches Typing, or Mario's Time Machine, or whatever game Mario's missing. Yes, the generically bad Mario games. If you love those games, love them. I don't care. It's up to you, right? Love them all you want. So, you know, that's it. That's all I gotta say about Mario. That's all I gotta say about this episode. Thank you for watching episode 4. I know it's kind of random that I picked Mario for this one, but I really wanted to save episode 5 for a very famous blue boy who recently turned 30 years old. I mentioned him quite a few times in this episode. You probably know exactly who it is. And that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to make episode 5 about Sonic the Hedgehog on where to start. And I have a lot to say in that one. I'm going to do more than just games. I'm going to do comics and shows and stuff like that. From Mario, you could start with the comics and cartoons. I don't own them, though, physically. And they're fine. But they're not really what... They're okay. They're okay. Like, yeah, if you watch like one episode of the Super Mario Bros. Super Show, you've seen them all. Like, they're all really fun. They're just kind of like, okay, that was fun. And it's kind of an example of like how Mario just does not work in a story setting, while Adventures of Sonic is a very fun, unique cartoon show. But it's like the same idea. If you've seen one episode, you've seen them all, yes, but it's funny enough that you want to keep seeing more. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show, you don't really want to keep watching. It's kind of like, that was fine. An example of like how Mario just doesn't work in the story, right? But the games do have good writing in them. They do have some really pretty funny moments. So that's, I don't know. I digress. Okay, I'm looking forward to the Illumination movie. I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping that they do the character justice and everything. It's not like I want Mario to do bad in the story setting. I'm just saying that he doesn't really work in a story setting. But yes, obviously he works great in a video game setting because of the way the games are designed. They're great. So I know we're rambling a bit at the end. But yeah, really, any of these games right here, any of these random ass Mario games, I don't know what the hell it is. Could be any of these freaking games right here, and that doesn't matter. You're fine. Start with it. Play it. Have a great time. Right? Your first Nintendo console of all time? Doesn't matter what it is. It could be a GameCube, could be an NES, could be a Wii, could be a Super Nintendo, 64, Wii U, Switch, 3DS, DS, Game Boy Advance, Virtual Boy. Oof. Alright, but whatever. Enjoy it. Play it. Have a good time. Alright guys, that's my episode of Mario. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Happy 30 years, happy 35, 36 years now of Super Mario. Here's to keep going strong with your games. I'm looking forward to the next big 3D Mario adventure. I say Nintendo, take your time because Mario Odyssey has a lot of content, but I'm kind of hoping we get a Mario Odyssey 2. If we get Galaxy 3, that's awesome. I would love that. Mario Odyssey is basically got Galaxy 3, but you don't go in galaxies. You travel the Earth, so it's not quite the same. But yeah, sorry guys, I digress. I'm talking too much. I know about this. I want to add more, but like, okay, yeah, I gotta wrap it up. Okay, guys, that was fun. I feel bad because like I like Mario, but like I don't know what to really say about the game story, but there is much to say about the game story because there is much of a story. It's a good system. But there is a lore. There is a lore to Mario. Things do happen. There is a deep connective tissue in the timeline. Like things do connect. Things do matter with characters and how they are and what they experience, stuff like that. Like Mario used to be a Vietnam. He's a Vietnam veteran apparently. I don't know. Apparently he is, and he also abused animals. Oh my God, at least his dad did. I don't know. That's all crazy crap. I know, to Donkey Kong and everything. Look it up. It's somewhat true. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Mario's a crazy character, but, you know, we love him anyways, right? Don't abuse animals. That's wrong, Mario. No. You know, he's come a long way since then. I don't think he's that kind of guy anymore. But, sorry, folks. That's it. Peace out. Have a good one. Take care. Long live Mario. Woohoo! Keep playing awesome Mario games. And have a good one. Look at me. Can't wait to see you in episode 5 of Sonic the Hedgehog of Where to Start. Looking forward to filming that one. I'm probably going to film it tomorrow from this one, but I'm not going to, have it out for a little while because these videos take a minute for me to edit with my family and work and everything. So, and after my Sonic episode, it's going to be a while to my next video. So, like, probably over a month because I'm working, my next video is probably going to be my Sonic 3 review unless something else comes up. So I'll talk about that in my Sonic review more. Have a go and take care, or my Sonic Where to Start episode. Have a go and take care. Bye-bye. Peace out. Long live Nintendo. Hopefully they do better. They're almost 200 years old. Yes, the company's over 100 years old. They didn't always make video games. And, guys, please just come back to being awesome again. Like, Nintendo is still fun, but it's not... They're just kind of like, now. Like that Zelda Game & Watch looks neat, but I don't... There should have been more. But I digress. I'm sorry. Have a go. Bye. Take care. Peace out.